Yo, you already know what time it is. Raw and Uncut. Raw and Uncut. Tonight, we're going to get into some more Tom MacDonald. This one is going to be called Coronavirus. Do you remember this one? Coronavirus. Remember all that fucking crazy ass shit? So I'm intrigued to see what Tom might have been touching on during this time when he did this song. Of course, we know what he's talking about, but the details of what he's talking about when it pertains to that, right? So I want to get into this right away. Yo, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. Thank you for rolling with me this evening. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. My energy's back. And we're going to do this and keep it rolling. Tom MacDonald, Coronavirus, Raw and Uncut. You know how the fuck we do it here. Ain't no one else going to do it like this. And that is 100%. Now let's get into this Tom MacDonald, Coronavirus.
I don't know what to think about this virus. Started in China, now everybody in America's hiding. There's no groceries cause people start to panic and buy it. The shelves are empty, the ones with plenty already stockpiling. Y'all making memes, think it's funny? Wait a week till the riots, wait a month till the only way to eat is be violent. It's not the sickness that's scary, it's all the people who wildin'. The government lying, they trying to keep us calm through the sirens. You know it's for real, and all the pharmaceutical giants don't have a cure that they can sell you. So now everyone's dying, there's no vaccines or medication made that can fight it. I guess it's time to pray to God we can't rely on the science. And everyone around me in a mask and some gloves. The stock market crashed and the bank's about to bust. Tell us sanitize our hands, this will pass. It's a bug, stay inside, you'll be fine till we're trapped there for months.
Now, of course, I'm glad, right? Now, in hindsight, 4 years later, this is a 4-year-old song, right? So I imagine when he did this, it was at the height of everything that was going on that he's talking about, which is the truth, right? They were putting these weird-ass fucking laws in place real quick. They stopped everybody from leaving for a little while. Some of us still stayed out and moved around, or you'd get pulled over and shit like that and they asking where you going, you know what I mean? Some communistic shit. So I'm glad that none of it played out like we thought it was gonna play out, well, at least so far, right, Tommy boy? Right? This is a little bit of a different vibe because of the time and where we are now and what we're being set up for. Tom MacDonald, coronavirus. Hey man, this is touchy, but it's real, and we gotta keep rolling with it. Raw and Uncut.
It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's a war now, they'll always remember. When locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. It's a ghost town. This a pandemic, but we don't listen to the news cause they lied to us for years. So how we know that this the truth? And most of us are young enough to think that we're immune, so we just pass it on to people who won't survive it like you. It's either worse than they're telling us or it's nothing at all. But the school shut down, a ghost town in the mall. They gon' quarantine the city, block the road out of Dodge, then tell us leaving our homes is actually breaking the law. This is
Yup, and when I was living in California at the time, before I moved, I remember how they were telling people to stay off the roads, and the governor was coming out, oh, you need to stay home, you need to do this, you need to do that. But I was a truck driver, so I was coming out, and there wasn't as many people out, but there was people out. And it wasn't just essential workers or whatever they were calling us back then. So yeah, Tommy boy, I know what it is. I worked the whole time during the pandemic. Locally, I worked as a driver, so I know how that was, and I remember it, and I remember the stuff that they were putting in place and shit, coming with that, you know what I'm saying, with that Yaxine, with that Maxine chick, you know what I'm saying? That Maxine chick. Yo, Hangover Gang, Tom MacDonald, Coronavirus. And we're gonna keep rolling. Tom's spitting some real deep shit here. I'm glad we're here. I need to listen. This is how we do it. Raw and Uncut. Keep this shit cracking.
This is just the beginning, you know it's gotta get worse. If the doctors get sick, the hospitals won't work. The conspiracy theories all sound like facts, that's for sure. But the fact is we're trapped on this planet called Earth. And the bleach gone, the bread gone, the water sold out. The meat gone, the milk gone, the pasta sold out. Don't leave anything for anyone, you hoard it for yourself. You'd rather tell them go to hell than be a man and go and help.
And I remember when all that hoarding was going on, right? And people were having trouble finding toilet paper and water and shit. I remember that. But I lived in the outskirts, and our little stores out there were ahead of the game, and they told us days before. And we were able, whoever lived in the little town that we lived in, we stocked up. They kept us stocked up with toilet paper and water. And I even looked out for people in the nearby towns that didn't have any. I just give it to them. I wouldn't sell it to them, nothing. If they needed it, I would just give it to them. But yeah, man, that's how we did that shit. And it was crazy when that shit was going on. There was no water, there was no toilet paper, and then there was food, certain food was gone. Shit was closed down. Fuck. So I'm with you, Tommy boy. I'm with you, Tommy boy. You know, I've been itching to get back into the game. Slip the jab, Rock. Slip the jab. Hangover gang, we're slipping the jab. We're just getting started. Tom McDonald, coronavirus. And we're gonna keep on rolling to see where this is gonna end. Yo, Raw&Uncut, you already know how we do it. Enough said.
It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. When locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. We're hoping for the best, but we're preparing for the worst. There's one thing we're not scared of, is hard work. We're up against an enemy that doesn't have a face. There's no bombs we can drop, there's nowhere we can aim. There's no soldiers to stop with a tank at the gates. There's no cure that we've got or a pill we can take. There's no food, it's been bought. The truth is we're afraid. We sit inside our rooms and we pray. It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. We're locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. It's all ghost town.
Tom McDonald, once again. See, I remember coronavirus. I remember it well. We all went through it. I lost a few people that I knew during that time, and I'm sure we all lost somebody or know somebody that we lost, or that lost somebody during that time period, right? Because there was a lot of people that lost their lives in whatever it was, whether it was coronavirus, whether it was a flu, whatever it was. But the war that I believe Tom was talking about, there's a war that he'll always remember. And to me, it's the war between refusing Maxine, you know what I mean? Refusing Maxine, like you didn't want to go out with her, you feel me? Like, I'm like, nah, I'm cool, she's not really my type. And she was like, oh, no, you're not? Well then, I'm gonna blackball you and this and that until you give me a chance, you know, whatever. You know, just that Maxine, you know what I'm saying, was the war. Who was gonna take her out and who wasn't, if you feel me? Who was gonna take Maxine out and who wasn't? Raw&Uncut. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my voice, but when I'm in that voice right there, I'm imitating this rapper. He used to be named Amar Smith. Hey, what's up, cuz? What's up, cuz? Man, I just want, I don't know. Should I do something on Amar Smith or not, Hangover Gang? It's some funny shit, but it's real and you can't make this shit up. Raw&Uncut. Tom McDonald, coronavirus. Hey, man, I fuck with it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Drop your comments down in the comment section and let me know how you feel about it. And like we always do about this time, we out.